Alright, let me leave this here. Alright, shalom, man. Coming to you in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, Hashem Makakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who taught me his truth. And salutations unto the Archim that continue to push the word in truth and innocence. It's the brother Yerome Shema. I'm just going to do a real quick live with me. And, just a quick, man. And it's nothing that, we haven't gone, but, we're going to keep going through it, man. Okay, the mark of the beast, all right, in the scriptures, all right. Because you had a that was beast is, and but what you saying now, pretty much it's been made evident where it is, man. Bear me 1 second. So this is what, in fact, let me go to get the whole chapter. And there's a price for the mark of the beast, man. There's a price for taking it. Okay. This is Revelation 14:7, and it says, saying with a loud voice, fear the Most High and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of water. Because pretty much this all goes down to what? It goes down to worship, man. Okay. Because the scriptures speak about the Most High making man fall to worship. Okay, because it all goes down to worship. Now it's a thing of, if you take the mark of the beast, that's what? Worshiping the beast, man. Okay, and the image being the system. But if you refrain from it, it shows your worship to the Most High, your devotion to the Most High. And there's an example of that. The book of chapter. In fact, let me. And I'm expecting a call, so I'm gonna have to end it if that comes. But I just want to throw this out real quick. This is Daniel chapter 3, and so I'm gonna start from verse 15. Now, if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Okay. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter, because pretty much the king was saying, listen, man, your life is in my hands, and if you don't do as I say, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, you know. So when you're not careful to, or when you're not careful to answer in a matter, it means, listen, man, you don't really care what happens, man. I ain't gonna mince my words. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Basically, I'm not gonna sugarcoat what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you as it is, and I'll deal with the consequences. If my power decides to save me, then so be it. And if my power decides to slay me, then so be it, at your hand. By the end of the day, we're not careful to answer D in this matter. Okay, because what was there, all same thing with the chip, just like with uh Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego versus King Nebuchadnezzar. It was down to what? It was down to worship, man. Are you gonna continue to worship your God, or are you gonna forsake your God and worship my God or the image? Okay, you know, if it be so, whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O King. Okay, but if not, be it known unto thee, O King, that we will not serve thy gods nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. So they were saying, listen, man, if our power, if our God, all right, which they knew the name of the Lord, okay, Yahweh, all right, decides to save us, then he's got the power to do so. He's able to do so. But guess what? If he decides not to save us and we die for this, then still we'll die because we ain't worshiping that, man. We ain't worshiping your gods or your statues, man. Okay, you know, and that's the thing. When you, I ain't gonna read on, but when you read on, basically, very well they were thrown into the fire, but then the fourth man appeared, and what did the king say? Did we not cast three into the furnace? Behold, I see four. Roughly paraphrasing, the fourth looking like who? The Son of Man. Okay, because who was it? Who was the angel in the fire with them? All right, it was the Lord, man. Okay, and they weren't burnt. They didn't die. Their clothes didn't even smell like fire, nor hair singed upon their flesh. Okay, you know. So it's about standing firm, man. All right. And that was a case of worship. Now the chip is a case of worship, man. Okay. Because it says uh in chapter 14 and uh 8, and there followed another angel saying, is fallen that great city, which is all nations to drink of the wine on occasion. And that all these other nations at one point in time and still are to this day under the influence of America, man. Okay, if America's doing it, we gotta do it, right? Because that's the standard of civilization. That's the standard up to date. That's the in thing. Whatever the Americans are doing, we gotta have a piece of that, man. You know. So because of the influence, the nation drink of the wine of her fornication. Okay, and the third angel followed them, says, worship the which is what pretty much the system. Okay, if you continue to believe it or not, man, being a part of this system is worship, man. All right, it's worship, man. You either, like, pay homage to or respect in a certain manner. Well, even on a low level, like a job, man. You people worship their job. They worship their, okay. I've been in the office of Edomite, man, stupid, and some old ass Edomite. Listen, because I'm the type of person, right? I ain't saying I ain't perfect, but easily, man. Especially in the won't get stressed easily. All right, there's a lot of problems that happen, and I'm the type that's here's the with what let's see what we can do, to solve the problem as quickly and as smoothly. Okay, that's the type of person I am. I'll keep a cool head and work through it systematically to rectify that which went wrong. But this bitch, oh yeah, but no, it's gonna go wrong. She's not even saying words with these like asthmatic like grunts. Oh my god, no, 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 you know. And it's like, calm the fuck down, man. You know. And she was bothered about it. Not that I wasn't bothered situation, but I wasn't getting worked up like her. You know. Well, you don't care, do you? You don't care. And I said, no, I do care. And really, I don't give a fuck. But you gotta play along for these Edomites at the workplace. I was like, no, I do care, okay, but I'm just calm down and we can work through this and we're gonna solve the problem, okay, And because where I work is a hospital, okay. And she's like, it's their lives, it's the patients' lives, you know. Oh man. And then, you know what she said to me? The reason I tell you this story, this job is my life. Go home and I think about work. I take work home. It's my life. Even on the weekend, I work. This job is my life. I have to do it right. She started panicking, and she said that, man, the job is her life. She takes work home on the weekend and does it at home. And that's not even required of her. Okay. This job is her life. She goes home and all she thinks about is work, man. You know, guess what? That's a form of worship, man. Okay. Because she's caught up in the system of, I've got to fulfill my role so I can get paid, you know. Okay. That, you know, we go along with. I'm not saying be a rebel, okay, because that's like saying I don't pay tax. First of all, there's nothing wrong with a cap or a tax, because you could have that in a that's actually in the scriptures, man. Given a percentage of what you earn, you know, unto the Lord. So the idea of your increase evil, but tax after tax after tax for unrighteous reasons, that's a joke. Okay. But the point is, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying be a rebel and go out there. I'm not doing this. I'm not sending that letter off. I'm not paying this bill. I'm not paying tax. No, because you're gonna get caught up in problems now. When they brought that same situation to Yahweh Shai, he's basically said, pay your tax, man. In fact, let me get that. Give unto Caesar. So this is Matthew 22, verse 20. And he said unto them, whose is this image and subscription? Because who was imprinted on the coin? They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto the Father the things that are the Father's. Okay. So yeah, if Caesar, requires his tax and this and that, or you got to do this, otherwise you're in error of a legal violation. Do the damn thing, man. All right, do the damn thing. Okay, give to Caesar that which is Caesar's, man. All right, but give unto the Most High that which is the Most High's, man. Okay, you know. So brothers should be paying their tithe, man. Because that's in the scriptures. You know. All right. And also that's just on a monetary level, but on the things unto the Most High, what of first priority, utmost priority, praying, studying, learning, listening, doing the work. All right, that's giving the things unto the Most High. That's the Most High. Okay, you know. Anyways, as I was saying, man, some people are actually caught up in the system, man. So it says here in Revelation 14, Verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, being caught up in the system, all the way onto what? And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Okay, because it's going to become a thing of, well, all these work fanatics and stuff, they won't be able to be paid by normal funds, man. You know, transactional bank accounts and having your card, the choice to pay, you know, contactless or with actual money. Those choices are going away. Going to be left is what? The mark, man. Okay, because when you get in the blue letter Bible, when you go to that word mark, it shows you what? Is it G5480, something like that? You even kind of memorize a number. That's just the categorization of it. But the word there is charagma, okay, which is what? A mark, an insertion, like a pale, okay, a cut, all right, which goes back to the word karaks, man. You know, that insertion of that bad boy rice grain sized chip, you know, into the right hand or the forehead, okay. And I sent a video to the brothers, some I think it's years after years or years over years, something like that, some BBC video, and the woman was in a coffee shop with her, like she was catching up with her friend, and she's like, "Call me." She's like, "Why would I call you? Because I'm right in front of you." She's like, "No, but call me." And then the woman gets her hand like that, like pretending to have a phone to her, using her hand, and the woman's like, "Ha ha ha." But then she's actually like, "No, can you hear me on your phone?" And the woman took her phone and was like, "Oh shit, I can actually hear you." Why? Because the chip, man. Because the chip is not only for is mainly for that transactions and business, but it's for other stuff, man. The chip become your phone, your wallet, your key, your finances, everything, man. All right. And this is why it's such a big step, you know, to not take it. Why? Because you're going to be cut off from the world, man. Okay. Simple things like getting on a, like in London. I remember back in the day, back in like way back, man. Like when I was still in school, like the younger years of school, you still had to pay to get on a bus, man. You know, you pay like was it £2.30 or something like that, and the guy will give you your change or whatever, and then the little pink ticket would come out, and that would be like your tickets, you know, for the bus, man. Then they introduced something called the Oyster, a little blue card, man. I think I even have one in my wallet somewhere, you know, and you get around in London. And yeah, man, they're like a adult, a normal Oyster. Then they had a kids one which was free, but yeah, that blew people's mind. Oyster, what the hell? Top up a card? What do you mean top up a card? And you know, because that was foreign to people, that was alien to people. But now it's like if you don't have an Oyster in London, people looking at you like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? How can you not have that? Why? Because it was slowly integrated, man. So when the chip has already been integrated, man. They've been prepping the people, man. Okay, so when it's fully in your face, ain't gonna be a shock, you know. Okay, but stuff like the Oyster and contactless card, that's all prepping the people for the chip, man. So when those things came in, it was alien. But when the chip comes in, fully mandatory, it won't be alien because the concept of things being virtual and digital has already been implanted in the people's head. Oh, cash now, I'm just gonna tap it, you know. It's even gone from I don't want to use my bank card, I can use my phone to pay for stuff, you know. Shit, I do that. Okay. You got an iPhone. All right, there's something called Apple Pay. You put your cards on your phone, and if you can't be bothered to take your wallet out or you forgot your wallet, you just use your phone, and you can go on the underground or pay for stuff, man. All right, you know, and yeah, why not, man? You know, why not, man? Okay, cool. Hey, we're in the world, but not of the world, man. You can use. I'm not saying you can use these things, man. You know, the cutoff point though is the chip, man. All right, that's all it is, brothers, man. You know, Apple Pay. Beep, you know. But it says here, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, you teeth, his mark in his forehead. Here's the point now. In verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Shit, you're going to drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. You know, mixture in the cup of his indignation. Right? Like when they say straight no chaser, like you'll be drinking and you have like a soft drink to chase it, man, so you don't fall off too quickly. You know? Where you mix it so it's diluted. It's not just a straight hard liquor. Okay, but this punishment, it's like there's no mixer. Just drinking that straight alcohol, man. All right, but this is what a drink of indignation, man. Right, so I'm not watered down. Uh, you know, just straight, man. And shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay, with fire and brimstone, that's gonna be the lake of fire, man. Because from an aerial view, all right, it's gonna look like America's just gonna look like a huge lake of fire, man. Literally, okay, it's just gonna be floods of fire, man. Okay, you know, and it's in the presence of the holy angels, yeah, because the holy angels will be in the chariots, all right, above, man. And the Lamb is who Yahweh Shai, and he'll be in the Father chariot, the biggest chariot, you know. And it's very possible that the elect could be beamed up in one chariot, man. You know, the Lord might just come back with one chariot bigger than the size of the. We've already seen that on the news, man. You know, if this was bigger than the earth itself, and now the aliens, and we gotta start. No, it's the angels, man. Okay, you know, it could be one big chariot, it could be a massive chariot which Yahweh shines in, and other small chariot. We gonna see. We gonna see. Okay, you know, but it's terrible, man. You know, all right. So that's pretty much the punishment for taking it, man. Now let me get this. Let me see. I didn't plan anything, man. What's this? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up in the next 5 minutes. Let me see something. Um, let's see. Cheap. Because they're talking about vaccines now and having chips in them. Chip shot. Chip shot, you know. Get your chip shot. What the fuck, man? And to all you people out there that were saying, look, this the mark of the beast ain't no, it's June, ain't no microchips. Well, you know, what the fuck you saying now? Hmm? Uh, let me see something. Econometrics. Now you know what, brothers. There's so many articles on this. I want to do a longer lesson on it, man. You know, but for now, man, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. And shalom, man, because you know there's a lot to do on it. But yeah, man, we'll get in the articles next time. Shalom.